What is up, punters and dribblers? Welcome to About Even State of Origin special. Doing it live on YouTube right now because we are jammed. We're jam-packed and we need to fit it all in, and we want to do our best for you guys out there and make sure that we bring you our Origin special, because I know you're all wondering, how are you guys going to make us some money? How are you going to do it? Well, we're doing it live, and then we'll do our normal About Even straight after this, not live. You get it. Shout out to Neds, who make it all possible. Shout out to the Blues. Shout out to Sebo, to Rue, to Eddie, Rando, the Weatherman, and everyone. Tobler over there. How are we all?
Good, mate. Origin Eve. Obviously, I've got like nerves of anticipation about tonight.
It's not Origin Eve either. It's Origin Day.
It's Origin Day. About wrapping things up tonight, Tom, in the Wild West.
Yep.
About bringing the Shield back to the state, keeping it for another year.
Castrating Queensland.
Castrating Queensland. I'm feeling great about it. I'm feeling as confident as I've ever felt. And this is a genuine confidence. This isn't a faux confidence where I'm actually shitting myself internally, but I need to present like I'm full of beans and full of vigour. We just get the job done tonight. I mean, Queensland are in bits. It's been a tumultuous 24 hours, to say the very least. Yep. I don't like that for Queensland. I think that maybe if you've got the cattle, something like that might light a spark. But when you're shit,
but also,
I think it makes things worse.
But is that how you want to light a spark?
No, well,
that's not the spark you want to light.
No, it's an etched spark that's been lit. And
it's a dark spark.
It's a dark spark, is what it is. And a dark spark you don't want. Not in an Origin.
You want a bright spark?
Not up against probably the best New South Wales side I've ever seen. Like, with my own eyes, in terms of just primed, ready to go, up against a Queensland side that needs name tags. Like, hook it to me veins.
Yep. I'm feeling the same, just like total confidence, excited. Live stream tonight again at the Origin. Maybe it's delusion, but just feeling confident and excited for a night just to kind of almost count the try scorers come in.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's kind of like, I haven't felt like that in for a while, you know?
Yeah.
Just bloody have a little Prosecco each time a try scorer comes in and just have an oyster and just celebrate. You know? This is like...
Are we getting oysters tonight?
Maybe we should. Like, enjoy it. Because this is like the end of like Diddy Kong Racing at the party when you defeat the war pig. Like, it's all like...
Yeah, right. This is a party.
Yeah, just a little like outro credits to Queensland Spirit, and we're just dominating.
Yeah, okay, the outro credits. We should have credits roll up the screen at the end of the game, just on the live stream.
Just everyone partying. It's over.
Roo?
I'm good. I don't think the four of us have been together since Origin 1.
It's been a while.
It has been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm glad.
It's good to be back.
It's good we're all back together.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Rando, how are you over there, mate? You fucking loser?
Yeah, I can't wait. I can smell an ambush coming. I think we're going to get the job done. I think it's going to be a great win.
You said it was going to be sunny on Sunday and they had to call off a game for fucking Lightning.
If you have time, just press pause, rewind, and you don't need to be a body language expert to read how like unconfident he is there. He looked down as he said it, not us in the eye. Like, just look at the signs. Like, it's just...
Yeah, look. New South Wales are on. New South Wales are on, and I can't find many stats to back up Queensland. That's the short of it. We win well.
Good stuff. All right, well, let's rip straight in for our State of Origin same game multi. Do we go to Rando for these stats usually? I can't remember. I've been away for so long. Some general stats.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, we'll start with the weather, and I've copied and pasted Bureau of Meteorology for this one. It said it's going to be cloudy, very high chance of rain, becoming less likely this afternoon. The chance of thunderstorm in the morning and afternoon, then becoming light in the late evening. So take of that what you will. They expect 5 to 10 millimetres of rain during the day at least.
If there's any changes, can you do one of those green screen graphics with the radar, the future radar, and
as it's coming down the side there. Yeah, as you can see, the northwesterly is bringing the rain. Anyway.
Yeah, perfect.
Look, anyway, it probably wouldn't even matter. But the Blues, the Blues, they have won 6 of the last 7 Origin game 2s. They've won 6 of those games by 13 plus points. They've won 5 of their last 7 meetings in a neutral state, including each game in Perth by exactly easily, 32 points. For Queensland, if you're a Queensland fan, there is some hope. Queensland have won the following game of the same series after a loss in Suncorp on each of the last 2 occasions. New South Wales have lost 3 of their last 4 games with Luai and Cleary in the halves. And there's only been 3 Origins rain affected since 2012, and Queensland have won 2 of those 3. So maybe some good luck there. If you want the overs have hit in 4 of the last 6 game 2s. They've hit in each of the Perth games as well. We had rain affect the 2019 one, and that had 56 points in it. Now for try scorers, we've got plenty for New South Wales to look at. Zach Lomax is an absolute lock. 5 tries in 4 Origin matches. A New South Wales right winger has scored in 4 of the last 5 Origin matches. They've scored first, second or third in 3 of those 5 games. Latrell Mitchell, he missed out last time, but do like him again in this one. He scored in all 3 game 2s he has played in, and he has scored in 4 of his last 5 Origin matches as well. But if you want some value, Nathan Cleary at halfback. He comes up against Cam Munster and Kurt Capewell. Kurt Capewell leads the league in missed tackles this season. Cam Munster missed 10 tackles in Origin Game 1, and Cleary scored a double last time he played in Perth. So those are my top 3.
Jeez, I didn't mind that little stat you threw in the end. Can I just quickly, before we go on, maybe my favourite random stat you've ever done, and I just want to shout you out, was that the 2 New South Wales players that are out of the side through injury, both called Mitchell.
Yep.
And the 2 players that Queensland have brought in, both called Kurt.
Thank you.
That's a
Thank you.
fucking random stat.
You've never seen the likes
It's
of it.
beautiful. Anyway, Rue, what are you doing with your same game multi?
My same game multi, Trell didn't score in the first game. I think he's destined to in this one. I'm loving that left edge. So Trell, I think Val Holmes, it looks like he's going to mark up on Stephen Crichton, which I think is an awful, awful mistake. So I've got both New South Wales centres to score, then I've just got the Blues to win that one. 8-22. I think that I think we're going to see a lot of 13 plus rhetoric today. I think it might be a little bit closer than that personally.
I disagree. No offense, Rue, but I mean, look at the leaderboard. You know what I'm saying? New South Wales 13 plus.
Takes a lot for me to take an offence to it.
I'm big on Latrell and my other bets, so I'm just trying to spread the field a little bit here with the same game. New South Wales 13 plus, Critter and Crichton, Angus Crichton, that is, $18.65. This would just be good. I think it's a fill your boots night, gentlemen. I mean, you can sit here all day and go, oh, what about this and what about that? Just throw a couple of boys in there.
Yep.
You pray to the gods above, and if it's 50-0, you're likely to get some cheddar. Simple as that. That's how I'm playing it.
Lovely. Sebo?
I'm kind of similar in terms of Trill and Critter. I've taken a double-ender hammer just because I need a Queensland.
Boring.
Well, I have to just
Boring.
One of my bets, not
Boring.
One of my bets. I like to have a double-ender for the show, the pageantry of Origin. You know what I mean? All my other bets, New South Wales heavy, but for the pageantry of it, I'll take a hammer. And Trill and Critter, like, I mean, Trill didn't go over last time, and he's just.
Did you see what Crichton did to Hammer in game 1?
Did I see?
Hammer did nothing. He
Hammer's
basically
on the
didn't
wing
play.
though.
Oh, is Hammer on the wing?
Yeah, he's on the sting.
Apparently, yeah.
They've moved him. Val
That's
Holmes
where
in
he's
the
been
centre.
named.
So
In fact, they put him the furthest away from Stephen Crichton.
They've literally
believe
moved
he's
him
on
to
the
the
right
other
wing.
side
Yes.
of the field.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I take that back.
Look, my unit scooper features a few of these guys, non-Queensland, and also maybe a little Nathan Cleary that Rando mentioned before. But I just want a double-ender, obviously stacked on the New South Wales seesaw side of it. So 2 of them, 1 Queensland, 16-31. Look, this is my least favourite bet of all of mine because we'll get to my unit skipper actually later.
Okay.
Yep.
I've also got New South Wales 13 plus. I've got my Lomax in there. I've got my Trelly Mitt in there. I like the look of those. And then Rando, you did say Nathan Cleary, and this is no disrespect to you, but I opted for Jerome Luai because I'm not taking a Queenslander's advice, at least not in this instance. That's
Okay.
no disrespect, but Jerome's in.
Sounds like it.
He's hot. Everyone's talking about him. You know, he's back in the fold, and you go with 13 plus into a Lomax Trell Jerome, you're getting 25.43 for whatever that's worth, which is very, very little. We now move on to first try scorers. Rando, what do you got?
New South Wales, they've scored the first try in each of the last 3 Origins. Now, an interesting stat here, in every game 2 this decade, the first try has been scored on the right side of the field. In the last 6 game 2s, they've been split between right second row, right centre and right wing, both scoring first 2 times each. Zach Lomax, obvious choice. I've already mentioned his stats, but if you're looking for a bit more value, Stephen Crichton, $14. He's only scored once for the Blues, which funnily enough came in the last game that Luai and Cleary were in the halves together, but he has had a try involvement in 3 of the last 4 Origin games, so he's been getting the ball close to the line, and the Blues, they scored 3 of their 4 tries down that right side, so they are right side dominant. Don't mind Critter for a bit of value there at $14.
I'm a big value guy, so Critter at $14 speaks to me. This is a big game. We know what Critter does in big games. I think he'll cross at some point. I think he's a great value for an end-timer and first try scorer at $14. Thanks for coming. Critter.
Well, I think I heard this the other day. Leave the lips of the great and powerful Philip Gus Gould on 100% footy. And it was that with Jerome back in the side, Trell's going to get early ball. The left side's going to sort of wake up a bit. It didn't really wake up in game 1. They just went right. And
Didn't the 8th say that as well?
Maybe it was the 8th. Listen, we've been around some fucking mouths.
I think the 8th said that. That was going to be my little spiel.
Well, it might have been the 8th. It might have been Gus. I don't know. But with Jerome back on that left-hand side, I echo Phil's sentiments. We're actually better. We might be a better side with Jerome. No disrespect to Mitchell Moses, of course.
Well, Phil Gould heard of him. He was saying that if they roll out the side that I'm looking at here on paper, they cannot win. He's seen more winters than anyone.
Yeah. So whilst I like the idea of Trell first, I also like the idea of Angus Crichton as well, who's got more value there. And it could be that bait and switch. They think they're going to Trell. They're actually going to AC. Eddie.
Luke Long play short.
Whose lockers were we sitting in?
Well, I was sitting in Angus Crichton's.
Yeah. And I was sitting in Latrell, so really we flipped.
We haven't flipped.
To be honest.
We have to sit next to each other.
We were sitting next to each other, so listen, either
Huge.
way.
But we were in the lockers the other day, not a big deal.
That's all right.
Not a big deal.
That wasn't a way to shoehorn that in, although that is the truth.
Not a big deal.
Angus Crichton, FTS, $23.
Well, I'm Latrell. I mean, again, when the 8th's standing there and he's saying, mate, with Jerome back in the side, they're going to get heaps of pill. He's just going to feed his boy Latrell. If you go back through the stats, which I haven't and I won't, when Luai and Latrell are playing together, he feeds him that purity. You know what I'm saying? And he'll just be crashing over all day long. No one can stop Latrell when he's in a mood. And he didn't get one in game 1, so he'll be mooded up big time. 975 FTS.
Just a quick one on the stat, because I've done the stats for you, mate.
Cool.
The left centre has scored in 5 of the 6 games that Luai and Cleary have been halves.
Scored first or just scored?
Just scored in general. They could be first.
No, that's nice. We like that.
Oh, sorry. I'm getting excited.
We're
You are
live.
tonguing yourself. Have you gone there, Sebo?
No, I mean, look, I got Latrell. I guess I'll just like the way I see it is, if say like a group of soldiers bunkered in trying to just shoot down the enemy line, and there's like a crate behind you with a blanket over it, but you don't have time to look, so you're just using these single bolt action World War II guns. Maybe there's 5 things in there, and you still win. That was New South Wales last time. They still won, but under that blanket is a heavy fucking machine gun, and that's Trell. You know what I mean? You're like, why weren't we using this first? Like, let's just slaughter these guys with this thing. And I think they've figured that out. Luai's back, and it's like, just give it to this guy. We barely gave it to him in the first game. So that's why I'm taking him. Like, they found the heavy machine gun in the kind of Nazi zombie horde. 975.
Beautiful. Okay.
As far as this panel goes, left wing is Sebo's spot. He played through the middle the last few weeks. He's an out-and-out left winger. He's a pure left winger.
That's my spot.
All right, man of the match. What do you got? No. We get some stats,
Nice.
mate.
Unless you got stats, Sebo, then go for it.
No.
No, fair enough. For me, the absolute lock for man of the match here is Nathan Cleary. Picked up the man of the match honours twice in his 15 Origin matches, both in game 2s. New South Wales halfback has won man of the match in 3 of the last 5 game 2s. From a Queensland perspective, if they get the job done, you got to look to Cam Munster. The narrative is there, him being handed the captaincy and getting a win against the odds. He's the only current Queensland player to win player of the match multiple times, and 4 of the last 8 Queenslanders to win man of the match have been in the halves. But my value play for this one, a bloke who was really unlucky not to get it in game 1, is Zach Lomax. He had 25 runs, 209 metres, 3 tackle breaks and scored 2 tries. He's scored 5 tries in 4 Origin games, so scoring isn't a problem. He's posted 20-plus runs in 3 of his 4 Origin matches, made 15 tackle breaks in his last 3 games. He would be the first winger since Dane Gagai in 2019 to win the player of the match honours at wing, so don't mind him at $21.
I mean, what more do you have? Like, isn't that saying he's just never going to get it?
That's sort of what I like. Wingers just struggle with the man of the match.
Like, you've just done essentially everything you can possibly do.
Yeah. Mate, I reckon Trell Mitt goes huge and I reckon he goes biblical. Lock him in for a couple. I like him for man of the match as well. I just think he just tears them apart. That's what I'm hoping. And if I'm on a huge Trell Mitt night, that's just the creme de la creme. I mean, I can roll the dice here, and if he doesn't turn up like I want him to, like I think he will, and he falls short and doesn't get the mom, whatever, I'll make my peace with that. But if I'm on a Trell, you should see my unit scooper in a big way, and I'm on him for man of the match, and he secures it for me, kid's happy. Kid's happy as Larry. Trell Mitt, $15.
I similar to you, Eddie, in terms of like, you know, there's a theme to your evenings gambling.
Trell
Mitchell. There is a theme to mine as well, and that's country boys with jaws that won't quit, who are
Jawed up.
who are statuesque and imposing and hard running. With Jerome Luai on his side, Angus Crichton was a fucking rugby league beast. Without him, it's not that he wasn't a beast, but he wasn't. It wasn't the same impact.
Not as beastie.
Not as beastie. But now his beastie boy is back. I like Angus Crichton again at 26 Australian dollars to just charge and run over these weak cucks who get offended really easily. So I'm taking Angus Crichton at $26.
Aussie dollars.
Aussie dollars.
Wonder what that is in Kiwi dollars.
$4 billion.
Hard to say.
It'd be $4 billion, I reckon.
Boring, but I'm going Nath Cleary. I just think with this side, he's at 525. His forward pack should win the middle. He's
$27.99.
He's got a ball player that only plays on the left edge. He's got a fullback that only plays on the right edge. He'll be the main kicker in this side. I just think at 525 you have to go in Nath Cleary here. So I'm taking
Do
him.
you reckon they'll go the Queensland curveball and go, oi, we're not gonna have our halfback kick the ball at all, really? Do you reckon they'll go, you know?
No, I think we'll let the best kicker in the world kick the ball. And in our team too. But you never know. Maybe we will do a Queensland.
You know what I mean? Like that was just
gotta consider
that was
it.
genius from Queensland in the first game. Oi, let's give all the kicking duties to our second best kicker. Genius stuff.
Yeah. And then drop him.
And then drop him. He's 4 or 5 steps ahead, Billy. And I tell you what,
Careful. Careful. Careful, mate. Don't you
can you say I don't agree with him dropping Kogan to the bench? Whoa.
Calm down there, mate. Calm down. Jesus Christ.
No, you're right. No, you're right. No, it's too much.
Don't. Sebo?
I'm like real boring bet. I'm taking Cleary. I swear he would have got it last time if he made the conversions. He looked pretty good. Boring bet here, but the way I see it, it's like 525. If I betted on him once last time, there's not a world where in 1 in 5 games he doesn't get man of the match. In fact, he probably gets it twice. So I just see it as a good odds thing. There's no great narrative here. It's just like he should get it some point in this series. 525, boring as fuck, but hopefully just bank some units and go harder on a few other things.
Good on you, mate. Well done.
Love it. Let's move on to our unit scoopers and wrap this thing up, shall we?
Love to.
Triple.
Oh, sorry, triple stakes. Thank you, Sebastian. Now, we don't really go to our good friend Rando here unless you've just got your bet that is just like the bet, like your one leg.
I'd probably say Zach Lomax anytime.
All right, and that's about 7 cents.
Yeah. No, it's actually
$1.75.
player pump on
70s.
Neds with our good friends at Neds. $2
Okay.
to score
they-
in the first 75 minutes.
Yeah, $2 for that. It's not bad.
$2, pretty good. So that's
good.
Very good
$2
value.
for what?
Zach Lomax to score in the first 75 minutes of the match.
Is that right?
$2.
But
Jeez.
They're good mates.
$50 max.
Well,
triple it.
listen.
Can't triple it.
You can't triple it. Well, there you go. Thank you. Everyone's paying
Shit the
attention.
bet already on that earlier this morning.
Everyone's
That's all right,
paying
mate.
attention. Mine's really easy here,
Shouldn't,
guys.
that's $3 for you though for your bets, isn't it? Triple stake for a $1 stake
Oh,
usually.
that's right. You put in-
That's $3.
He's wrecked you.
Queensland is really funny, huh?
Oh, he wrecked you, dude.
I'd come back at him, but
Can you just give me one, please? Please.
Fuck, that was tough from everyone. New South Wales 13 plus. New South Wales 13 plus, tripled. Easy, thank you.
Yeah.
Wash my hands, go to the toilet. I'm going to piss and not even use soap. It's
Mate,
that
if
easy.
you're going to make the line 7.5 points, I'm just going to take it. That's free money.
Yeah, but 13 plus, dude.
It's free money.
It's a population.
free money.
It's a population line. It's only because there's so many Queenslanders in the country.
It doesn't make any sense.
Pushing
It's the
the
dumbest
line
line I've ever
in.
seen in my
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
7.5 points?
Yeah.
You've lost your mind.
Yeah.
You've lost your mind. You can only score when there's men off the field. We'd have to like 3 or 4 red cards for you to win tonight, Queensland. So 7.5 points. I'm tripling that. out of that.
I'm doing that line as well, and I find 7.5 is the funnest line to like watch. In my triples, especially Origin, I like it to be an 80 minutes thing and not be focused on like a try scorer. I like a bit of a kind of result, but that's 7.5. Not that I think it's going to be close, but I love doing the line math when it's happening because it's that one more than a converted try.
Well,
so
I
if
know.
things are tight, you're like, I need you to score 2, or like, it's just a good one because it's like you got it, you can't have it tight. I think it might be a little bit tight early on, and then New South Wales come in over the top, but it's a double take sort of line. I think there's just so many people in Brisbane, wearing the Havianas and ripped jeans and shit, who are just trying to prop up a fake Queensland.
Ripped jean shorts?
Yeah.
They're still into jean shorts and Havianas.
Hey, look at
Like,
these
get over it.
Havianas. They've got a Brazilian flag.
You
on
ever heard of
there.
these Havianas?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I went down to Sydney the other day. General Pants, you heard of it? Yeah,
but it's like it's
bro.
Queensland's GameStop moment. They're trying to hold the line and not have the line blow out to 50. They're like trying to save face. They're like, come on, keep pouring your money in.
I can't buy any more ripped shorts next week, though.
Poor old Queensland.
Poor old Queensland. dude.
I'm going to triple Critter. I like that right edge. And yeah, I'm just not confident it's going to be as much of a blowout as what you guys reckon. I think
You keep saying that, mate.
You also tipped Queensland, didn't you? Around game 1, or was that in the women's?
Don't know what you're talking about. Critter 295 for me. I think there's huge value there.
Bro, I just don't like that. I know deep down you think New South Wales will win well.
Yeah.
But you're doing what everyone does in the media. They back themselves up going, I think they'll win. Oh, but it could be a tight one. Like
Yeah,
see, I said they'd win.
So they win, but it could be tight. Instead of just coming out and going, we're going to blow Queensland's back out and it's going to be fucking brutal. I mean,
Backs get blown out tonight. Simple as that.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, we will.
yeah, we will. Fucking oath we will. All right, unit scoopers. I'll kick things off. I've got Critter, Nath, and Huddy Young. Critter, everyone's been talking about him, and I'm just a little jealous because I haven't had him in anything. Nathan, I am now going back to Rando's stat, which I did disrespect earlier. And then a Huddy Young, because I'm like, when's Huddy Young's time? He came on and looked good in game 1. And he's in Origin football, that kid. We know that. And if it's a procession where we're blowing backs out, Huddy Young, late in the game when it's just, when it becomes a joke almost of how many points, like we're laughing after tries. Because there does become a point when you're in a blowout, in a back blowout, where like it goes from like being really happy that we've scored a try to like laughing at the scoreline a little bit. Like everyone's like, this is ridiculous. And I feel like Huddy's going to score a laughable try.
Yeah.
61-03.
Becomes a castration, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
We were talking in the green room earlier. Tommy Tobler pointed out some stats that he'd read of Randos, basically backing this up to the hill, that New South Wales is the only team to score 20-plus points. Queensland can only score tries when there's 12 men on the park for New South Wales. They're just, maybe you get one, maybe you get 2, but you probably score 1, maybe none. I'm thinking maybe 2 penalties. It'll be like 50-4 or something. 2 penalties for Queensland. 1 late.
I will get a sim bin though, but like that's accounted for in all this.
Yeah, but it's but I'm allowing 20
That's
points
when we
here.
pounce when you
I'm
get
allowing
submitted.
20 points here. And in what world do we not score 20 points? So that goes in. That's 215. Not a bad mark at Abiganda. Then Brian Toto, left side, strong side, into Trelly Mitt, 2 plus 47-22.
Nice. Nice.
I've got a lot of ground to make up on this show, so I've gone big. I've gone Critter and Trell. I think both centres will cross. I think Hamiso playing on the wing at some point. I can see him crossing. And as I said, I think it'll be a little bit tighter. I think the referee will do a few favours to Queensland throughout this game. And I think the Blues will win between that 6 to 10 sort of mark. So $83.43.
I reckon it's favour time.
I think so. I think they're in that sort of spot.
As in, let's try get a game 3.
It wouldn't shock me. You can just say it was just such a blowout in the first game. I just think it will.
Well, that's what they tried to do. That's what they tried to do game 2 for the women. And we just blew their backs out.
Yeah.
So, like, at a certain point, the whistle can only do so much.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a great point.
I'm going. What was Rando's stats on Cleary? I forgot, but I had him in there anyway. I just think he's going to have some sort of. Everyone talks about he hasn't dominated Origin, Immortal Chat, so it's like it's coming at some point. Guessing it, this is a kind of easy layup one for him to do it. New South Wales 13 plus have talked about that a lot. Then Trell talked a lot about Trell just unleashing the heavy machine gun early, and then Lomax that aerial, sound the alarms. The Germans are in the sky. Aerial threat coming in 23-21.
Don't mind it. We had a big World War II chat when we're up on the Gold Coast.
fucking oath,
It
yeah.
was good. I just merely wanted to acknowledge that because Eddie loves World War II. I'm a little bit like, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
And got into it real deep, dude. Stalingrad? Was that what it was? Whoa. Whoa, dude. Anyway, not for nothing. Is that us?
That's us.
Are we done? Go the Blues! Go the Blues! Go the Blues! Shout out to Neds. We will see you on Thursday. Well, firstly, live stream tonight.
Go the Blues!
Myself, Edward Sebo, and the one and only, the truth, Hectic Fred.
Go the Blues!
And then we'll be back Thursday for our regular programming of About Even for the weekend's rugby league.
Go the Blues!